I feel really bad for you. It's sitting at 0.0504 cents, and SoFi is gone. SoFi Stadium went bankrupt. SoFi went bankrupt. And if you own this coin, see how it's got that up there? It's already telling you you're fucked. This thing is going down to zero, and I feel very, very bad for you because you were fleece heisted and shisted by a marketing campaign, spending tens of millions of dollars with athletes, buying stadiums all over mainstream media, and you were tricked and you were manipulated emotionally by the criminal gangsters into buying coins like this, and you lost all your money. While I, old Vincenzo, wasn't here in the hype cycle telling you to buy this, I was telling you most of these coins, 99% of these coins, we're going to lose you 99% of all your money. The same thing, bankrupt, right? You don't know. This could be a pile of junk. I don't know enough about it to call it a pile of junk. I don't want to offend any of you, but I'm just going to go through the list of some of this stuff. ZIL. There was 1 million of these coins created. And I think ZIL, like that arrow's pointed, I think it's going way, way down, right? And it's down big time from its all-time high, ZIL. And people used to, everybody promoted this. And I was warning about all these coins. It's down 90% now, but I think it's going way down there. This thing could go down 99%, and you just got fleeced based on some hype. Back here, you can see the last time any of you made me talk about this was the hype cycle. And we told you the fucking thing was coming down at minimum into this red trading area. And from the time we were talking about this, conveniently enough, when I started making this channel, this coin is down 80%. And I have a fear that this coin, XDC, that if anybody bought up there and are still holding, this thing could come down all the way to here. And you just, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It says these people at the heart of the situation are in control, and they are doing this on purpose. It is controlled. It is the controllers doing it on purpose and destructing nations and countries and cities and towns and families from within. It's a it's a feedback loop by the government, and they're doing it to us. And you must ask yourself why you haven't woken up and understand what's actually taking place. And what's actually taking place is the United States government, and what I'm trying to tell you here, and why you need the bell notification, is they are going to start the quantitative monetary policy reversal. And that's very important, the monetary policy reversal. And we've been talking about this since 2021, when if you look back at our beautiful chart that we made for you, if we zoom out, and this all correlates together and is very important and must be followed if you're going to understand what's going on in the markets, right? But then once you understand this, you have to own the right things. And by right things, I mean real things, not fake things, but real things. There's a lot of fake things in the market, just like there's a lot of shysters and snake oil salesmen selling you bullshit things out in the real life, trying to fleece you out of your money. There's a lot of fake things you can buy on the stock market and put your money into as an investment. But what we're talking about with the US dollar, we can see over the long term, it's been down, been in the dump, right? We had a big peak up here when Ronald Reagan was up in here in 1980, when Paul Volcker and the dollar was dying down here, right? And then they tightened monetary policy, rose interest rates up all the way almost to 20%, right? That's right. The toll after Bumpy died was 20%, Frank. What you gonna do, Frank, huh? 20%. The streets are done. Things have changed. Bumpy's dead. You gonna shoot me, Frank? You gonna shoot me in broad daylight in front of all these people? What you gonna do? And what Frank do? He shot him. Over 20%, right? He wasn't going to pay him 20%. But then when he took his $20, he gave him $2, 20%, right? Put it in a little tip jar. That's what happened here with Paul Volcker. They rose it to 20%, and then they continued their tanking policy of the monetary policy, but it continues down because that's just what happens with the US dollar, with the monetary policy. But as we come into the more current time frame, after our brief history lesson, we told you the Fed was gonna, after the Fed started monetary policy printing, the dollar declined and tanked, right? But then we told you the Fed was gonna start talking about, thinking about things, and they did here, and the dollar bottomed out, right? And then they talked about thinking about putting a date and a game plan to tighten rates and to restrict money because the policy was too loose. The dollar started rising, then they started tightening, and the dollar skyrocketed. Then the dollar started leveling off. And like I told you last year in 2022, that in 2023, the Fed would stop uh, tightening. They would pause, which they already silently did a couple of months ago when they bailed those banks out from going. They bailed the depositors out in the banks. That was a soft pivot because you can't tighten monetary policy while you're bailing banks out because they failed, right? You can't do that if you were really tightening. So that was a soft pivot, even though they raised interest rates another quarter basis point, but it was telegraphing what was going to happen. And the dollar started to sell off, but it came down to support, bounced off of the last quarter point rate hike. But what I think is about to happen is they're about on the next rate hike, they're going to actually have a pause. I don't think they're going to raise rates. Or if they do, it would be the last time. And by the fall time, August, September, they're going to be pausing rates. And by the end of the year, I think they're going to lower rates, right? Because it's already a huge problem. And then I think the dollar is going to break down. I think the dollar is going to actually break back below this 101 spot 013, which has been a blessing in disguise that most people don't understand, as it's been taming inflation. As high as inflation has been over the past 2 years, if the US dollar wouldn't have been on this massive rally since the 21st of July of 2021, the inflation would have been double, maybe triple as high as it is now. And if the dollar breaks back down into here and double bottoms down there, as they start to lower rates, inflation's going to skyrocket, and it's going to be even worse than it was as they're lowering rate than it was when they were as inflation was in this area, when inflation was skyrocketing, even as the dollar was skyrocketing, right? If inflation just doesn't do anything and is leveled off at 5%, as the dollar goes down, just because the dollar goes down 20%, inflation might go up 5, 10, 15 more percent. It's going to make it much, much worse. And if you don't own the right things and you own fake assets and fake things and you get fleeced, it's going to be a big, big problem for you. Just like there's a lot of coins out here. And before we get into the XRP technical analysis, we have to get into some of this, because look at some of the coins. I know some of these are your favorite coins. Some of these you people love, but look at some of this stuff. There is no guarantee just because DGB went down 99%. And I told everybody back here when I made my station in April of 2021, right? This fucking coin's down 94%. There's no guarantee it's ever going back here. You don't know. This thing might do this for the next 10 years and just be bankrupt, right? You don't know. This could be a pile of junk. I don't know enough about it to call it a pile of junk. I don't want to offend any of you, but I'm just going to go through the list of some of this stuff. ZIL. There was 1 million of these coins created. And I think ZIL, like that arrow's pointed, I think it's going way, way down, right? And it's down big time from its all-time high, ZIL. And people used to, everybody promoted this. And I was warning about all these coins. It's down 90% now, but I think it's going way down there. This thing could go down 99%, and you just got fleeced based on some hype. XDC, the same thing. The only reason I have these coins on here is because these are what everybody was talking about. Back here, you can see the last time any of you made me talk about this was the hype cycle. And we told you the fucking thing was coming down at minimum into this red trading area. And from the time we were talking about this, conveniently enough, when I started making this channel, this coin is down 80%. And I have a fear that this coin, XDC, that if anybody bought up there and are still holding, this thing could come down all the way to here. And you just, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Let's look at SoFi. This thing's dead. If you still own SoFi, I feel really bad for you. It's sitting at 0.0504 cents, and SoFi is gone. SoFi Stadium went bankrupt. SoFi went bankrupt. And if you own this coin, see how it's got that up there? It's already telling you you're fucked. This thing is going down to zero, and I feel very, very bad for you because you were fleece heisted and shisted by a marketing campaign, spending tens of millions of dollars with athletes, buying stadiums all over mainstream media, and you were tricked and you were manipulated emotionally by the criminal gangsters into buying coins like this, and you lost all your money. While I, old Vincenzo, wasn't here in the hype cycle telling you to buy this, I was telling you most of these coins, 99% of these coins, we're going to lose you 99% of all your money. The same thing with CeeLo. Remember this coin? CeeLo. We were way up here doing technical analysis, and I was telling you this thing was coming way down, probably 99%. And look at CeeLo now. I took lots of slack for telling you all of this, that you were being fleece heisted and shysted, buying fake coins with zero utility. SoFi, CeeLo, probably XDC and DGB as I go through the list. And you guys constantly berated me for what these coins did. And I told you they didn't do anything. And this thing's down now 95%. And you just lost all your money because CeeLo is bankrupt. And I feel bad for you if you own your money in this. Tezos decides paying you dividends on fake money the way they were doing it. This thing might be another one that's going to go down 99%. And I'd be very worried if you own Tezos. It's not that bad yet. It's only down probably 85, 90% from the top. Yeah, at current price by the dots, it's down 91%. But that's another one that you probably lost all your money on. Matic. And this is one that my people in Matic, I know there's a lot of Matic promoters. Some people like XRP Future Millionaire, I know he likes Matic a little bit or used to. I don't know his current stance. We don't talk a lot about coins, but I have a feeling Matic is going to go down 99% from its current price. And I have a feeling Matic and you guys are going to get fleeced on what I call 99% of these coins are fake and going to zero or near zero. And I think this thing's a few steps away from a 99% collapse. And you're going to be back down here. I'm saying it here first. I haven't said it before because I didn't know if I should take this stance on Matic because it's not popular and my channel gets suppressed because the truth and information that I give you, the audience, about the truth about crypto. Look at the videos from 2021, 2022 as these coins were high flyers. I told you 99% of coins were going bankrupt and they would go under, right? 99% of them. And now you can see, look at all these coins I'm showing you that were high flyers. Matic's down 73% right now, but I have a feeling from current price, Matic could go down another 96%. And I'm actually forecasting in the coming future, Matic all the way down here, Matic down here. I just have to go out on a limb, and I hope you don't get wrecked in this coin too. I know a lot of people have bought up here, and a lot of people on all these coins are buying in the bear market, thinking they're going to go way up, just like Solana. I hate to break it to you, Solana was in a lot of things with a lot of the companies that went belly up in the fraud and the crypto bust last year. And Solana is one that I know is very popular, but Solana is going to go down another 99%. If you look into the part Solana had and some of the coins that collapsed and some of the things Solana and the creators of Solana were involved in, allegedly, I'm just my own personal opinion and feel of what's going on and things I've heard. I think Solana is going down another 91% from current price. And I think eventually Solana will be below $1. And that is my forecast. Unfortunately, I know I'm going to get a lot of resistance on this. My channel is going to continue to be suppressed, trashed, tarnished, and kept down in the depths of hell, and I don't get the recognition or the followers. But I have to tell you again, I'm going out big and big time on these videos. Solana is going to go down another 95%, 99.9% total fall in Solana from its all-time high just a few short years ago on November the 21st. 99%, 99.85% Solana will go down. Something about an NBA shooting. Oh, who cares? It's Denver. Everything in Denver is like a communist country. All the bad stuff happens in states like that, but they continue with their policies and laws. Fuck them. Just like Seattle and Portland, Seattle just turned down a law that would make it would put Seattle proper in compliance with Washington state law that you can it's illegal to do drugs in public or you get arrested, right? And the city council turned it down, and the mayor, feel bad for the guy. He was so sad and disheartened that he can't do anything because that city's a cesspool now. Portland's a cesspool. Seattle, San Francisco, San Diego, all those cities are cesspools. And for some reason, the socialist movement is still getting praise as the righteous movement when everything they touch turns into cesspool, just like the crypto market turns into a cesspool, and Solana is coming all the way down here. And unfortunately, all these tokens are the same. Ethereum Classic, Litecoin has been known to be a shyster coin, as the guy that created it went out a long time ago. Litecoin's going to come all the way down too. Unfortunately for you guys, these are my bold predictions. Litecoin coming down to $5, right? And a quick rundown. Quant. I remember when it was way up here with Quant, right? And you guys gave me shit about the use case and this and that and all kinds of horse shit. And I told you this thing was coming down to $25, and my call on quant from its all-time high to $25 will be 94%, but I'm predicting a 99% collapse in quant and a $6.66 target in quant in the long term. Monero, unfortunately,